still using the hair like you think.
All right, and we're live. Deadman Stone Podcast. Your host, Mr. Deadman. Co-host Becky. Co-host in training, though I think he earned his stripes in the Pacione episode. SK Barrett.
Oh, well, thank you. Gosh.
Baptism by fire.
That's right. That's right.
R.
And our guest tonight is. Let's see. Butcher this name. Dusty DeVos.
Oh my God. He
Is
does
that
this
it?
to everyone.
Is that it?
Yes. Sure.
See, I got it right. I got it right. Look at that. All right, Dusty DeVos.
Oh, Lord.
How's it going?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. Can't complain. Except that a mysterious package came to my house today.
With a fine powdery substance.
I wish. I mean, at least. I mean, I don't know. I mean,
You mean you have a fan?
Yeah.
Oh.
Not only a
Could that
fan,
be the
Becky.
case?
Let me put on the cam here because we gotta see this. Not even a fan, even better, a super fan. See.
Oh, did he buy this for you?
Oh, I think he bought it for you. A reminder.
Oh my God.
Nicklaus Pacione. We did an episode on him. Okay. And when I wrapped up that episode, I told him, hey, don't call me anymore. And he hasn't called me anymore. Okay. He still sends me emails. Okay. That's going to change. But we talked about how he wanted me to do some project, and he wanted Becky to wear a hijab, a dress. And I thought he was joking or whatever. But no, this is it. This is the hijab he wanted Becky, or wants Becky to wear. Why?
But he also wants me to go to Longmore's house.
Yeah, go to Longmore's house and confront James Longmore because I don't know. I don't understand. I don't understand any of this, and I don't care to ask.
No, I don't even want to know.
It's new. It smells like it was just.
Why are you smelling it?
I mean, it was sealed.
Because it smells better than bull balls.
Yeah, it is.
Still trying to get that out of his nostrils.
Yeah.
Just teeth I'd be worried about.
Mm.
Oh, speaking of, I took a poll.
I took a poll
our
too.
Group.
I took a bull poll, but sorry, what poll was this?
I took a poll in our group, and I asked, did Mr. Deadman's wife kiss him after the show on Saturday?
Yeah. Okay, what happened?
There was one more vote for hell no than there was yes. Can you believe it?
Oh,
but
yeah.
your wife commented on the poll.
Oh, Jesus.
And she said, or option 3, he was banned from the house for 2 days because his breath and farts smelled like a bull's dick.
Oh, yeah. That's true. Shit.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man, that's true. I didn't even bother brushing my teeth. I just
Did the house smell too? Was it? I mean,
it was bad. It was real bad.
It did after he got done.
It was.
Well, I meant just the cooking and stuff.
Oh no!
Oh.
The cooking was fine. All that was fine. It was the next morning. It was when I was sitting on the toilet. And it was just. That's all I'll say, man. This is nasty. And it was a smell that lingered throughout the house. I'm like, oh God. And it smelled like, and Dusty, I know you're being silent here, but hey, it's okay. It smelled like the taste of those bull balls, which I described on the show as being kind of like that of like a sweaty locker room, okay? Or that of a sweaty crotch, okay? It's just
so gross.
There's a scent. There's an odor to it. You're like, oh.
Your poor children. Are they okay?
Well,
do we need to call hazmat?
I think so. Oh man, Wrong screen. Oops. I think so. I think they're okay. I showed something a little bit, and I gave a little preview of something, but yeah, I think they're okay. And I'm okay too. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, well, I figured you were okay. You were talking, so.
Yeah. I mean, I had to sleep outside in the shed for a little while, but.
Well, I don't blame her. I would have made you sleep outside in the shed, too.
Yeah. All right. So what else we got here? Oh, do we have any ads or anything that we need to take care of?
Actually, we do.
Okay, let's do that. Let's do that before we get into the news and all the other stuff. All right.
Well, hold on. I gotta get there. I swear, I'm slow today.
It happens.
All right.
And I'm not even drinking today. By the way, this is coffee tonight.
Oh, holy shit! You are sick.
You got to be professional.
Damn.
Wait a minute. I didn't know that was part of the deal.
He quit. Damn it.
Hey. Brian King gave the thumbs up for the show, so I got to be professional now. No drinking on the job.
Oh, Lord. All right. The ad is from Deathhead's Press. The Hard Goodbye by Chris Miller. As the old axiom goes, if something seems too good to be true, it probably is. John Savage realized that too late. Following the biggest jobs of their lives, John and his small crew think they've got it made. But a lawyer, a junkie, a crooked cop, Savage and his girlfriend have unknowingly opened Pandora's box. And they won't know until it's too late. As the brutally tortured bodies of their partners come to light, tensions rise all the way to the screaming, chaotic conclusion of this bloody crime thriller. High risk brings high reward, but the safe bet is usually the smartest. Stick to the plan or get ready for the hard goodbye. It's available for pre-order on Amazon. Will be out in February. And they have an anthology that is coming out in January called And Hell Followed. The anthology theme is the Book of Revelation. What if the prophecies of Revelation hit today? What sort of craziness and evil would ensue?
Yeah.
And the list of authors in this are phenomenal. It's going to be really, really good. And I actually got to read an art copy, and wow, it's amazing. It really, really is. It's one that, even though I've read it, I'm buying a copy.
They're good. Well, I mean, that's not surprising. The roster's real well. I mean, it's a top tier.
Oh, man. Yeah, it is, really.
Okay.
Chris Miller, Mark Deloy, Richard Raven, Brad James White, Sam West, Sisters of Slaughter, Jeff Strand, K-Track Jones, Christine Morgan. I mean, the list just goes on. It's just...
One thing I want to add, too, about doing the Nicklaus Pacione episode, which... Yeah, I was nervous a little bit because it's like we talk about this guy, various names might be like, oh man, you're giving him a platform, which we addressed on the show. I think we did that well. It's like it's not a platform. We're bringing him on just to talk, okay? No one's really heard his side of the story, and if he's really that bad,
and they still haven't.
Not really.
No, they heard it. They didn't understand.
No, they didn't. It didn't make any sense.
And that's the truth, man.
He spoke his side. Nobody understands what he said.
Hey, but I have to be careful what I say.
Speak.
I have to be careful what I say because apparently he has my address. Apparently he has my address. That's a whole other level of caution.
Stalkerism.
Right there. Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm not going to say.
He's in Florida, so.
Yeah. I don't want to motivate him to do anything silly. So what? Yeah.
Like come to visit for a week?
That's not on the table. That's not welcomed at all. No, not happening. I wouldn't even let my own sister come and visit for a week. No.
Who was that character on King of the Hill, the neighbor? What was his name?
Shit, the conspiracy guy. Oh, fuck, what's his name? The guy.
No, the guy, the mumbly guy.
The mumbly. Oh, okay, that guy.
Oh, Boomhauer.
Boomhauer.
Boomhauer. He was the Italian Boomhauer.
The
Oh
Italian
my God.
Boomhauer. That's his name for now
Oh
on
my
this
God.
show. The Italian
Boomhauer.
Boomhauer. That's it. All right. I like that. Anyway. All right, let's get into the news, guys. What's going on? What's going on in the world? Becky?
Well, the first one, I just this just makes me want to smack people. Ancient unknown strain of plague found in 5,000-year-old tomb in Sweden.
All right.
Yeah.
You'd think people would know better than to go digging in old tombs by now.
Thank you.
Well, you know.
Well, and not only that, but if you found the shit, I mean, hello, it wiped out how many people, and so now
I'd
they're going to
say
screw with it.
A lot of records have been lost in the last 5,000 years.
Well, they're not.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but still, I mean, hello.
Yeah, we have.
They went digging up a tomb, and they found a 5,000-year-old strain of the plague.
How did they find it, by the way?
Yeah, that's curious.
It was in the DNA of a body of a 20-year-old woman that was in the tomb, and they think that the 78 people that were buried there all died from the plague.
Weird.
So and not only that, but
I was gonna
not
ask,
only that, but
sorry.
Go ahead.
no, because I'm curious now. What about those that found this? Like, are they okay? Are we gonna find out?
Curse of the mummy.
Yeah,
that's the actual
they're
curse. Is the disease that killed them.
Right. They're comparing the newfound strain with known plague DNA. The scientists determined that the ancient sample was the closest known relative of the plague bacterium's most recent ancestor. But it's mutated. And they say that it's more deadly than the pneumonia pneumonia one that they had back then.
Oh man.
Because supposedly there were two types of the plague. The bubonic and then pneumonia.
Oh,
pneumonic.
Pneumonic. Yeah,
Pneumonic.
I can't say that word right. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well.
And they're both still wandering around in the world. Both those strains of plague are still.
Right.
You can still get those. I knew a guy in the '80s who got the bubonic plague in South America.
Is he? Did he
So-
survive?
Oh yeah, he did.
Okay. Because it's treatable
I mean,
now.
He came back to States and got treatment for it.
Yeah.
But it's it's still a thing in certain places.
Why would they intentionally mess with this? So that they can say, "Whoops, we accidentally released it."
Well, we're curious.
Hello.
We're curious. You just want to know what's really going on.
Stupid.
Well, people said the same thing about us with Nicklaus Pacione. I'm sorry, with the Italian Boomhauer. People said the same thing. Be like, oh man, that's kind of stupid.
That's not exactly the same thing. This is not something that we know is going to kill you.
He might. The next package I receive,
Well, I'm glad you received it and not me, because I can tell you now, that would have been not funny. And don't even think about giving him my address.
Can I send you the dress? Do you want
No,
to
I'm
wear
not
it?
wearing it.
Should I
Put
wear
it on one of your horses?
I mean, would it be cultural appropriation if I wear it?
I want to see you in it.
All right.
Good luck with it.
I'll do it.
Please.
I'll do it.
Oh!
I don't even know how to put it
Now?
on. No, not now.
Well, come on.
How tricky is it to put on? You pull it over your head. Jesus.
I don't know, man. I don't know. There's like a mouth part that looks kind of like a ninja thing, and I'm not trying to. It's just I don't know. I could wear it, I guess. This would be weird. Okay. All right. What's the next thing? I'll try to put this thing on.
Oh my God. Julia Roberts' headline typo makes things real awkward for local paper.
Oh.
The headline says Julia Roberts finds life and her holes get better with age.
Her holes.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So there's been a lot of budget cuts at the paper, I guess.
It's supposed to have read rolls, not holes.
Jeez. How many people approved that before it went out?
I don't
More
know.
than one,
Oh
right?
my God. Right, exactly. How funny is that, though?
Oh, jeez.
I would have died. I would have just been like, oh, I quit.
you know, I remember 10 years ago or so when people in the regular media were all up in arms about the internet media people and, decrying their lack of editors and fact checkers, and they don't complain so much anymore because they've had some real big fuck ups.
Oh yeah, and I would say that is definitely one of them. Yeah, I read that. I laughed until I cried reading that. I mean, I was just like, oh my God.
Okay, I don't know if I'm even wearing this right. I mean, but the Julia Roberts thing is, I mean, holes they improve with age, don't they? Don't they?
I'm not even.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
You don't even know if I'm doing this right. I don't think I am. I don't think this is how it's supposed
How
to
do I know?
I don't know. I don't even know. This is like.
Do you have it on over your head?
No, I think the part I'm wearing is supposed to go on top of my head. I don't know what this is.
I
don't even know. This isn't even culture appropriation. That's just being stupid with it. I'm trying to understand. I need to see an image. I need to see what it's supposed to look like.
Jesse.
Yeah.
Jesse, it's a good color for you, though.
Thank you. Yeah.
If you didn't have the sunglasses on, people would know that you had blue eyes, and they go with your eyes. You could just say you were matching.
Yeah. They do.
You're gonna say bad things to me now, aren't you?
Oh no, I'm good.
Oh my word.
Oh, okay. Now I feel.
See, it matches.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Where's the veil?
That is the veil.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, I think I put it on wrong. I need to fix it. All right.
Oh my God. Okay, so the next news article we have is Irish woman who married ghost of 300-year-old pirate says they have split up.
Hold on here. What the fuck? How's that even possible?
What is the world coming to when you can't even rely on pirate ghosts to be loyal?
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah, she said, yeah.
She said what?
I don't even have words for this.
Okay, whoa.
She said, I will explain all in due course, but for now, all I want to say is be very careful when dabbling in spirituality. It's not something to mess with.
Here's the thing. She agreed to marry the spirit, and somehow I guess the marriage is so what? So you can't even be in a marriage with a ghost. You can't even be married to a dead guy, a dead person. It's so bad that you have to get divorced because of what? Because what? He's just lingering all over the place. He doesn't give you space. He's like, ooh, and it's like,
he obviously doesn't give good back rubs.
Yeah, I mean,
among other things.
Yeah.
Not only that, but she's 46 years old.
Her holes did not age well then. She's not Julia Roberts, is what we're hearing. It was like, ooh, you're not Julia Roberts. I don't understand this. Because she agreed to marry this.
Dusty, what do you think about this woman marrying a 300-year-old ghost?
What I think?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it was pretty damn stupid. I mean, like they entertained that she actually. Okay, hold on. Did she actually get a marriage certificate to a ghost? There's no way.
Well, you can't sign it.
It just says an Irish woman who married a 300-year-old pirate.
How long ago was it? Because I think I remember this. They had a ceremony.
Well, I don't know. They split up December 9th, or at least that's when the article was written.
So,
this is in Ireland.
Who's handling the divorce? What divorce court is going to be handling this? Okay.
Captain Kidd.
Who's getting half the money? All right.
When
I don't know, but if he's a pirate,
when a ghost says you're not lively enough in bed, that's bad.
Oh God.
Oh man, that is. Yeah, someone in the chat saying publicity stunt. Yeah, attention. There's another word for that. Attention whore. You know, it's just like, come on, man. You're just making stuff up now. Making stuff up. Come on. It's like that. What was that? Was he Swedish? That guy who was trying to sue so that he can be younger. Sued so he can be like 10 years younger.
No, Dutch.
He's Danish.
He's Dutch.
Dutch.
He's Dutch, and he's saying he identifies as 15 years younger.
Yeah,
and he wants to have his age legally changed.
That's right. Trans age.
Which I think is really stupid, because you instantly go from, man, he looks really good for his age, to, man, he looks terrible for his age.
Yeah, all right. Shit.
With a stroke of a pen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even going to comment on that.
All right.
No.
Oh, hey, no, SK, I know you do trailers, right? You talk about movie trailers on your other thing, on your column you do?
Yes.
Okay. Have you seen the trailer for... and Dusty. Hey, Dusty, you still there?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, feel free to chime in, man.
We scared him.
Feel free to chime in anytime. Don't worry.
Right.
But
No
have you seen the new trailer for the Godzilla King of the Monsters?
I've seen it.
Oh, yeah? What do you think?
I haven't seen it.
And it is... you know, it's enough to put you to sleep just in the trailer.
Yeah.
I mean, it visually, of course, the digital effects are outstanding, but there's so much tedium and already. And the trailer's supposed to really sell the movie. That's the whole point of a trailer, right?
Yeah.
Make people want to go put their butts in a seat.
Exactly.
And this really feels like boring. And, monster movies are kind of weird, because like Godzilla, and I think there's Mothra in it, and there's some other Hydra type
monster. What's the name of that one? Dusty, do you know? Is it like Gajora? Is that it?
I'm not sure.
I think it is. The chat will correct me. I know what you're talking about.
What's the beef? What's the beef these guys have with each other? Does anybody even know?
There can only be one, I guess. Maybe it was like Highlander. There can only be one.
Highland.
Yeah.
Outrageously sized beast monster.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just fighting over fighting over dominance, pretty much. you know?
Yeah. And here's the other thing that I think about monster movies, because, you know, they almost never fight in like the upper Amazon. They're in New York or Tokyo, where they can have mass destruction and mass death.
Of course. But yet everyone gets evacuated. You know, it's like, oh, you know, we're not really going to show the bodies. Everyone's running away. It's like, okay.
Would you run away too?
They're like video game bodies. They just vanish.
Yeah. And yeah, Becky, of course I'll try to run away. But it's like Godzilla would stomp on you anyway.
I don't know, wearing that dress, King Kong might like you.
Good. I think it'd be safe with him. I mean, you know, just treat him nice.
Godzilla breathe on you and make you a flaming marshmallow or whatever. I don't know.
Well,
I think a lot of monster movie filmmakers really don't like humans.
Oh,
and
yeah,
they would
no.
And they would love more than anything for the monsters to win, but they know they can't really get away with that.
Yeah.
So they just destroy as much of civilization as they can tolerate, and then grudgingly let the people win at the end.
Well, that seems to be the thing. And with this trailer, it's like the best parts of it are when you actually see Godzilla and the monsters actually clash. That's it. All the human parts, which when I saw it was like, isn't that the girl from isn't that Elle from Stranger Things? It is Elle from Stranger Things. And she's doing what Elle from Stranger Things does. Close her eyes, cry, and shake as if like she's being traumatized. I'm like all right. And then it's followed with like a voiceover that reminded me so much of Suicide Squad. You know, like that voiceover when they're having that meeting. And the guy's like, what if Superman came down and ripped out the Capitol and whipped out the White House and took the president or something? Like, what are we going to do? And it's the same thing. We have a problem with these massive titans. What are they going to do if they come after us? We're going to have to try to get one of the titans to be on our side or something. It's like, what are we, like, come on. It's like, we're here to watch monsters fight, man. Like, I really don't really care about the human involvement. But let me ask you.
And as long as they're fighting each other, do you really want to? Why don't you just get out of the way?
Yeah, because what can you do, right?
Good point.
But between the two, King Kong and Godzilla, I mean, who do y'all think would win?
Well, Godzilla looks like
the Navy.
About...
Sorry.
Go humans. I mean, they could nuke them, but apparently that doesn't work either. So, I mean, I don't know what
it just mutates them into something bigger. Has to.
He's like unkillable.
Yeah. You know, the thing is that King Kong keeps getting bigger. It's like a fish story.
Yeah.
He's a fucking monkey. How the hell did he get to be so big?
He's a special monkey. He's a one of a kind. And I don't know. I want to go with the underdog in this one.
I bet you're glad you didn't have to eat monkey King Kong balls.
Yeah, there's no way I mean that. No, that's too close to human. I'm not eating monkeys. Oh no, I'm not eating monkeys. I'm not eating monkeys. 'Cause I know what you're thinking, Becky.
Sorry.
We got a new goal. Mr. Deadman's gonna eat monkey. That's not happening.
Monkey brains.
Monkey balls.
Monkey brain. Chilled monkey brains.
Balls.
Like an Indiana Jones when they had the monkey brains.
Oh,
yeah.
Gross.
Oh man. Would you do that?
No.
I mean, but if you were like
No.
But I mean,
No.
you know.
No.
No.
I mean, if you were indie.
No.
No.
Okay. I don't think I would either. I think that would be the limit. Yeah, I guess on this, I'll just say that I would hope King Kong would win. I mean, he seems faster, more agile. It's just Godzilla's like this massive, unstoppable, unkillable thing.
How fast can you be when you're that big?
Yeah.
Yeah, and these guys look like they're like, World Trade Center comes up to their kneecaps. And how does King Kong fit into that fight? He shouldn't.
The Navy, I'm telling you.
And it's like the way he would win. I mean, he would have to use like tools or like other buildings to throw at him, but that doesn't do anything. I just get on Godzilla's back, I guess. Get on his back and start biting into his freaking eyes or something. Be savage. Be a savage ape beast and fight with
Pick
that.
up the Statue of Liberty and stab that bitch.
Yeah. Stab him right in the eye.
Throw a plane at him, Mel.
Yeah. Throw a few.
Oh my God.
All right.
I totally took that off the rails, didn't I? Sorry.
Yeah, that's right. So we have a new segment. Instead of doing horrible covers, we want to do funny dedications?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Some of these are great.
All right.
Cool.
So the one I have loaded up, I showed it earlier, is let me pull it up real fast. For Scott. What now, fucker? I don't even know what book this is. But can you imagine
I don't
that?
know either. No, it doesn't
really
tell me
matter?
what book. Yeah. I mean, how great is that? What now, fucker?
Hey, Dusty.
That's not
Yes.
my favorite
Do
though.
you have any funny dedications in your books?
No, not really.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. It'd be interesting though. Here's some pointers.
His first one's gonna be, "Hey, Mr. Deadman, what now, fucker?"
Now, my wife's making me dedicate it to her. She already said.
Oh, there you go.
Well, I don't think you better tell her that. You'll be sleeping outside of Mr. Deadman.
Right.
Yeah.
And you won't like the smell. You won't like the smell.
No.
Yeah, no.
The smell follows. It follows.
Oh
Okay.
God.
I spilled.
What's the next one?
Let's see. Oh, let me pull up the next one. Get it fast. All right. What about Kmart? I just named it Kmart. I didn't really read the whole thing. Let's see.
I want to thank everyone who helped me create this book, except for that guy who yelled at me in Kmart when I was 8 because he thought I was being too rowdy. You're an asshole, sir. You should have seen me reading these. Oh my God, I laughed till I cried. They were so funny.
Talk about holding a grudge.
Holding a grudge, right?
Oh no. Put up the one that has the black bars in it.
All right. Black bars.
That is my favorite. This is so funny.
Here we go.
Because I could see Andy Roush doing this.
Okay.
Right here.
All right. Are you ready to read it?
Uh-huh. This
right.
book is dedicated with great reluctance to my editor, Nick Lake, because he is forcing me to. Personally, I would like to include Gilly Russell and Michael Stearns, who, along with Nick, really welcomed me into the publishing world with my first book. Unfortunately, because Nick is now to be my sole editor, he has threatened to edit this dedication down to an unrecognizable mess of blacked out lines. And so, as a result, this dedication is to him and him alone. Personally, I think that this shows a staggering amount of black line and black line, which proves that Nick is nothing but a black line with black line for black line. But hey, that's just my personal opinion. Here, Nick, you finally get a book dedicated to you. Hope you're black line happy, black line.
Oh, that's classic.
All right. Oh, man. Stick it to him. Oh.
That's so funny. I like the one that says to my wonderful readers.
Oh, right. Let me. Which? Oh, is that the cliffhanger?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this one's good too. All right, this is actually one of my favorites. To my wonderful readers, Sorry about that last cliffhanger. Well, no, not really. Ha 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 ha. But seriously, I love you guys. I was like, what the fuck? Like, this guy's like...
Because you know they're reading that going, you asshole.
It's like, what's going on here? This guy's like, has multiple personalities or something. He's like, oh, I'm just nervous. I don't know what to tell you. Ha 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 ha. But seriously, I love you guys. Oh, man.
Okay, and put up the one that I found specifically for you. The one that says for refusing to collapse.
Which one is that? That's not the left testicle one, is it?
Yes, it is.
Okay, there we go. For refusing to collapse into an earth-devouring black hole under the force of its own staggering density, we dedicate this book to Theodore Roosevelt's left testicle. See, now I want to know what the title of this book is. Now it's like, what is this?
But it doesn't tell them. It doesn't say. They're just funny.
Man. Okay. All right. We'll see if chat like that. Let's see how that compares with horrible covers. Anyway, I think with all that out of the way. So Dusty, come on, let's get into it. Let's get into who you are and what do you do.
All right.
All right. So, who are you and what do you do?
Well, my name's Dusty Davis. I'm a writer, but I work at a pharmacy company delivering meds through the day.
Oh,
that's pretty much it.
Cool.
He's also a poet. Don't
Yes.
forget that. And
Yes.
a very, very good one.
Well, thank you.
Okay.
You're welcome.
All right. And how long have you been writing?
Seriously, about 6 years.
Okay. All right. And what's your influence for writing?
I like Poe. Dean Koontz was a big one.
Okay.
R.L. Stein growing up.
Yeah, R.L. Stein. That takes me back. Like Goosebumps.
Yeah.
That stuff. Man,
I read the Fear Street Saga.
Oh, okay.
I was big into that.
See, I missed all that.
You missed it?
Wow.
How do you miss a book?
No, I mean, I missed that.
Or no, I missed something.
Shut up. I went from reading, well, a couple of Nancy Drews, which were me. I like the Hardy Boy books much, much better. And I went from reading them to reading Mary Higgins Clark to Stephen King. And then, so I missed all the, Judy Blume and stuff era of all that.
So, like, in R.L. Stein, like, he released, like, a bunch of, like, mainstream horror books for, like, pretty much kids, like Goosebumps. So you missed all that? Like, I know.
Yeah.
What about Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark? Did you read that?
Mm-mm.
Oh, wow. I don't know what to tell you, Becky.
Yeah. I didn't do any young adult reading myself. Sixth grade, I got challenged by my teacher because I was really slacking off. She challenged me to read something harder, and I went to Michael Crichton.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
And
That'll
I was
do it.
astonished that I could, read it and understand it and follow it, and I loved it. Andromeda Strain, and never looked back.
Yeah, see, I've always read above my
Well, that's
grade
good.
level when I was in school. So, but I mean, my mom and dad both were teachers, and so I read and picked up whatever they had lying around. And my dad read a lot of, Earl Stanley Gardner and that kind of stuff.
Okay. Okay.
So that's kind of how I missed all that. But anyway, sorry. Go back.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
All right, the guest.
So Dusty, so what got you into
You
writing?
can smack me.
So I mean, those are your influences, but why write?
I'm not sure. I just, when I was, 6, 7 years old, I started writing poetry, and it just kind of stuck with me throughout my teenage years, and I just started writing fiction and moved on from that.
Okay.
Now, have you always written dark poetry?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, because I stumbled on the Poe early, and so I like that kind of stuff.
That's the kind of shit that'll get you into the principal's office nowadays.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Put you on the list.
Yeah. His stuff's really good, though. I begged him to pick a couple of his favorite ones he's written so he can read them later.
Oh, good.
Oh, yeah. We'll definitely get into that.
Great.
You started around 6 or 7 years old, started writing. I mean, how did your family react?
Well, my grandma was a big influence, but that's pretty much it.
Okay.
Growing up, then I got out of it for a while.
Did you kind of keep it secret from most people, or were you like handing it around trying to get people to read it, or what was? How did you deal with it?
It was pretty much just my notebooks in my room, and no one really knew.
Yeah, see, my mom didn't know I wrote poetry either. Never.
He was really quiet.
Were you worried that they would? I mean, were you worried about how they would react if they did read it?
No, not really. It was just, I don't know. It was just a way to cope, I guess. Just,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
and that's the other question too. Writing can be very therapeutic. From what I hear, and also from personal experience. It's so with your work. I mean, do you find it to be like that?
What's that? Sorry, you broke up.
Sorry. Do you find writing to be therapeutic for you? I mean, do you find it to be a way by expressing your feelings and certain thoughts to be helpful?
My poetry, yes. Fiction, not so much.
Okay. All right. And what sort of ways does your work reflect on you?
I don't know. I guess I'm a dark person.
Oh, let's talk about that.
So, how do you feel about your mother?
Oh, God.
How many bodies have you buried? I mean, Becky's buried 2, I think.
Huh?
Yeah.
I'm what?
Oh, you buried 2 bodies? Is that right? Is it 2 or 3?
It's getting ready to be 3.
See?
Dusty may have helped me bury one of them.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to tell that.
Oh, sorry. Whoops.
Yeah, my attorney's not too happy right now. A number of things. One, by pissing off a huge population of the world by not wearing a hijab properly. Good job. Good.
You know you're gonna get letters, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna get letters.
Hate
Hopefully,
mail.
it's just letters. Hopefully, but I want to
Well,
learn.
I bet you he could come to your house and teach you how to put that on.
No, but I'm gonna figure it. I'm gonna figure it out here live on the show while we're doing this. I think
I'm
I got
just
this
trying to
down.
help you, you know.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to help a brother out, you know.
Well, help me out. All right. So, Dusty, let's read some of your work. Let's read some of your poetry.
All right.
Please.
All right. I got one called A Promise Unfulfilled. It's a vampire poem. I creep into her room where dark shadows conceal me from sight as I gaze lovingly at her creamy skin bathed in moonlight. With my heightened senses, I stare upon her delicate form. Lusting for more than just her flesh, my desire builds like the coming of a storm. In her dreams, she is able to escape her hell, but there is no escape for me. The daylight has become my prison cell. Within a single night, my fate was sealed. together forever, a promise unfulfilled. I watch as her brow creases as time slips away. In the darkness I remain frozen, in fear of the coming day. My life I would give to the rising sun, just to hear the words I love you spoken. Like here in the shadows I wait, my loneliness remains unbroken. The sun will soon rise, erasing all the night's sin. For her time will pass, but for me it will remain frozen. Under me the floorboards creak, as I creep closer to my fate. The pulsing in her neck makes it so hard to wait. With a growing need, my lips brush against her soft skin, like a once upon a time that has been forgotten. Her eyes open in fright as I clutch her in my embrace. I feel ashamed for her seeing me as God's disgrace. My teeth clamp down on her neck until her heartbeat is stilled. Together forever, a promise unfulfilled. End.
I love that.
Hey.
Absolutely love it.
That's pretty powerful right there.
Thank you.
So,
Very.
what was unfulfilled? Because I'm not really clear on that part, though. Because you're going to be together forever because you're both like vampires, it sounds like.
I think he just killed her at the end.
Yeah.
Oh! Well,
Trained.
that's kind of rude.
Well,
Is he-
you know, that happens.
I'm sure he's sorry.
Is he gonna like eat her or something?
Sure, why not?
Oh,
No.
cannibalism. Look at that.
Jeez.
You
Jesse
call me a
wants to eat
dork?
everything now.
I did. They're called you a dork.
He's gonna eat her. That's what he's gonna do.
No, he's not. He drank her
Not gonna
blood and
eat her.
killed her.
He's storing the body for later. That's what I got.
You got really weird eating ideas all of a sudden.
Yeah, I'm really kind of worried about you. Like,
It was not about eating. I thought he was turning her, but apparently he was killing her.
killed her. He drank it her blood.
He drank her blood. Well, isn't that a form of cannibalism? Drinking blood?
Well, if you're not a vampire, I would think so.
I mean, they're pretty much.
You know, plenty of species are cannibals. Most birds and obviously fish.
Yeah, that's weird. Think about that. Yeah. Huh.
Ew.
Yeah, they're just eating their own, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really glad we don't do that.
Well,
Eat
it's
fish?
not good for us.
No, eat our own. Shut up.
So what was
Bang
your
all
what was
this
your
together.
inspiration? What was your inspiration for the poem?
I saw an open call.
It's
It's just
okay.
just an open call for
Do
it.
you do you write a lot from things like, you know, when you see open calls? Because I find that really hard to do. If somebody gives me something that they want me to write about, I'm like,
Like a prompt?
God. Yeah. Or, I mean, if it's a picture, that's totally different. But if they give me like a subject that I need to write about, it's really hard for me sometimes if I'm not feeling it.
Yeah, I do that a lot. I go through and look for open calls.
I find the constraints of a prompt or to be really they really open up new possibilities for me. Things I would not have ever considered writing about.
Yeah, that's true. Because you got to take on the assignment and you have to write within the
Right.
restraints. Yeah. So I mean,
How is it for you, Dusty?
What's that?
How do you react? I mean, you go looking for
Open calls.
open calls.
Yeah.
And why do you? What is it you like about those?
Well, it shows who I can submit my work to, so that's always a plus.
Well,
But
there's that.
Is it easier? Would you rather write that way, or would you rather just, have inspiration just kind of hit you and you write then? Because
Well, like I go through, and if there's something that catches my eye, I write it down for later and write down the deadline. So then I go back and work on other stuff until something hits me.
that's smart.
But that's still pretty cool though, because there's some writers that they write what they want, what they feel at the moment, and then they go find where it fits. And there's others that they look at they look for the cause. Okay, I want to write something specifically for this call, and hopefully it gets accepted or not. Let's see what happens. Okay, all right. So just to make sure though, so this poem was not inspired by any like personal experience of like drinking blood.
He runs around at night and drinks blood.
I'm not supposed to tell that either.
I mean,
I'm sorry, I'm telling all your secrets.
Oh man.
Are you a real life vampire?
Jesse's looking for fresh body parts for his barbecue.
I want to join a vampire cult. That's what I want to do.
Oh no!
Are you a vampire?
No, I'm not.
Okay. All right. Let's read. Let's hear one of your other poems. What you got?
Okay. This one is called "The Day That Love Died."
Ooh, okay.
There's a cheery one.
They're all cheery, I think. Okay. On her knees, praying to God, battered and abused, a mother-to-be left all alone, heartbroken and confused. With no answers and only an empty sky to confide, that was the day that love died. Cold and distant to a son, she didn't know how to love. He spent his days searching the heavens above for a truth that he knew he was missing inside. That was the day that love died. The end.
Wow.
Staring at the sky, searching. Okay.
Wow.
Like,
There's one of yours that I read over a year ago that I saved, and I still have it. And it's still one of my very favorite poems. And in fact, I read it quite often. And I know you think that that's probably insane, but do you remember the poem that you wrote called My Last Goodbye?
Yes. I have it here. Can you read it?
The Last Goodbye?
Yes.
All right.
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Okay, my last goodbye. I'm lying here with nothing left to give, trying to figure out a reason for me to even live. But through everything I've been through, I'm still alive. Well, I'm tired of fighting to just survive. I've been living on hopes and dreams and crying through the night with no one to hear my screams. I can't keep going through this life wondering why, so I'm giving up and saying my last goodbye.
Yeah. I mean, that sounds like a suicide note.
Yeah. Well,
It does.
yeah. I mean, it is. But I don't know. I just...
Yeah,
I read. I mean, I read that often because when I get frustrated and tired of everything going on around me, I read that and I'm like, okay, one more day, one more time, I can do this. And I mean, really, I just that poem is really struck a chord with me when I read it, and that was in Depraved Desires. That was in Beautiful Tragedies, which was an anthology that Dusty and I were both in with 100 other poets.
Yeah.
But that was probably that, and Alistair Cross wrote one that was probably my two favorite poems in the entire book.
And what was this book?
Beautiful Tragedies.
Beautiful Tragedies. Okay. All right. And people can still find that on Amazon. Actually, I saw that just today. Beautiful Tragedies. That's right.
Yes.
Okay. So definitely check that out. And also, you have works published in with the Harzine, a magazine.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah. Tell me about that.
I think I got 2 in there.
Okay.
I got a story in there from last year, and some poetry just came out last month, I believe.
Okay. All right. And what's the story that's in there?
Oh, geez. That would be Hideaway Bride, I believe.
Hideaway Bride.
Yeah, it's a ghost story based on an old urban legend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I guess there was a newlywed bride playing hide and seek, and she accidentally locks herself in a trunk and dies, and someone finds her body later on.
Whoa.
Ooh.
She locks herself in the trunk?
Yeah.
Was she trying to play a prank or something? Like it was just an accident?
Yeah, the legend goes she either locked herself in accidentally and no one could find her, or she hit her head and died or something. No one could find her for years. I just took that idea and ran with it.
And this is based on an urban legend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those are always creepy.
No. Is there something more to the legend, to like how you can provoke the spirit? Not that I want to or anything.
No, we're not telling you because you will try to. You will.
I mean, what happens to me happens to me. But, you know.
Well, look, you ate bull balls and look what happened to you.
Yeah.
You got bandaged to the outside and you got a burqa. Or a habab or habib or whatever you call that thing.
This is a hajib. I think.
Hajib.
I don't know.
Habib, habab, hajib, whatever.
Okay.
Potato, patata, you know. One of those words I cannot pronounce.
Yeah. Urban legends are cool. I like them. You know? It's like, is there truth to that? I also noticed that you're in with the fairy tales. Was it Dark Fairy Tales Revisited? Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What was the piece you did for that?
Oh, that was one of my, I think it was my second or third published story. It was based on
oh, wow.
Yeah, it was based on The Boy Who Cried Wolf. Kind of like
interesting.
Yeah, that
story
has
was
my attention.
Cool. Now, was it a story or a poem?
It was a story.
Cool.
Yep, it was.
Where did you take that story? What was your twist on it?
It was a young boy was playing a prank on the cops, called the cops, and they came, and he eventually got eaten by a werewolf, and the cop didn't save him.
Ooh.
Okay. So you make it more modern.
Would be bad.
Yeah, so it was very modern.
Make it more modern to where the people responding would be the officers, getting false reports over and over again. And it's like, that's it, we're done. You save your own ass. Yeah. That shit happens in real life, though.
Werewolf attacks?
No, I'm just in false reports. But werewolf attacks, too.
Oh, my God.
You never been attacked by a werewolf? You haven't heard about that?
No.
Oh, man.
I managed to avoid that so far.
Yeah, well, we had real life vampires on the show, but we haven't had a real life werewolf.
We did.
We got to get a real werewolf on the show. Like, he has to be in werewolf form, though. Like,
wasn't that happen the other day? And that's why never mind.
With the Italian Boomhauer?
Yeah. It wasn't an Italian Boomhauer, really. It was a werewolf, wasn't it? And that's why we couldn't understand it.
I think werewolves have more clarity than that guy. I mean, I can understand. I can understand that better than jeez, I can't impersonate it.
Yeah, and then you'd go like, well, I understand your position on that, but have you considered this other alternative? You know, I could take a drive over to Forks. They might have some out there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Let's go find one. Let's go find a real life werewolf.
No. Are you going to wear your dress?
That might attract him. If that's the ticket, I'll do it.
I don't know, but you could come work for Holly in your dress.
Oh, that's a whole other thing. Ah, there's a whole other thing. But I like that. I like a modern twist on fairy tales.
Yeah, me too.
You give a spin to it. Yeah, I like that.
So, are you a fan? Are you a music fan? Does music influence your writing at all?
Yeah, I would say so.
Just
I can't write the
kind of
music.
mood.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I can't either.
Oh, no, I got
Especially not when I'm writing poetry. I mean, if I'm writing a story, I can tune everything else out. But poetry, mm-mm. Once you say something,
Dusty, what is your writing environment? What does it look like physically? What is it like?
Well, we transformed our bedroom closet into my little office area, so I got my desk in my closet.
Cool.
Yeah, because my wife had to take over this.
You've got kids though too, don't you?
Yes, I have two.
And are they little?
Yeah, 9 and 6.
Aww.
Yeah, that's adorable and hard to write.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is.
It's like if you have little kids, it's like your writing is pretty much at night whenever they're asleep.
Yep. First thing in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you have any other creative talents other than writing?
No, nothing at all.
You laughed at me.
Yeah, why is that funny? What are you hiding?
I don't know.
I'm telling you, man.
Do you write in any other genre other than horror?
No, not really.
Not really.
No.
Now, are you
Why
saying
horror?
this, or I mean, some people write some genres in secret. They don't just want to talk about it, to pay the bills, do the dirty. You know what I'm saying?
There was that one book. No, it's just pretty much just horror.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Why horror? Any reason?
No, it's just what I like. I don't know. Just dark and spooky.
You don't have like
here's
a
question for you.
Dark and twisted personality.
Well, maybe, but yeah.
I don't think this is
Why do you think that horror is appealing to so many people?
I like that adrenaline rush, like watching a scary movie or something, and you see something, it's adrenaline.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I like
that.
the fact that you can make it about anything in the world you want to make it. It
Yeah.
doesn't. I mean, the sky's the limit. You can go as crazy or as quote unquote normal as you want it to be.
That is true. That is true. Now the problem is though, when you write all this, the NSA can screen our stuff apparently, so you might be put on a list. That's the problem.
Honey, I've been on lists for a long time now, and it ain't got nothing to do with the NSA.
Oh, okay. No, but no,
I've been on some of these shit lists. No, I'm just kidding.
That's true.
It's a different story, isn't it?
Now, Dusty, what sort of feedback have you received from your poetry?
Not much, really.
Well, that's going to change. I mean, that's already changing with the chat.
Yeah.
They've commented, said, I can say so far, they like the second poem you read better than your first one. But that's like, personal choice, personal preference. Right. But, I mean, yeah, you'll get more. You'll get more feedback. You probably will. Now, I understand you also have, let's see, with the hard luck. What's going on with the hard luck? What's in there?
Hard luck. That was a story called Haunted Love.
Haunted Love. Okay.
Haunted Love. Yeah, it was kind of a ghost story. The guy finds out his wife was cheating on him, so he leaves, and he's drawn back to their home, and it's kind of like he ended up killing her.
Oh.
But he's reliving it. He's like a ghost too, and he doesn't realize it until the end.
Oh, so they're both ghosts.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. I don't think I've I don't think I've really seen that where they're really both ghosts, but they just don't realize it.
Me neither, but that sounds good. I want to read that one.
There's plenty of examples of movies where it's like there's living in ghosts and they don't realize that that's a ghost, or the ghost doesn't realize that it is a ghost, you know? Oh, okay, I'm a ghost. I can move on to the other side. But then you have a ghost who doesn't realize that the ghost is a ghost. That's pretty deep.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah. Holy shit, you're a ghost?
If you could only write stories or poetry, which one would you pick?
Oh, that's tough. I like to write fiction. I don't know.
I know which one I would do, but
yeah, I write poetry for me, really. I don't know. Yeah, that's a hard one. Yeah.
I would say, if it were me, I would say poetry, because I can tell a story in a poem, and you know, it can be dark or it can not be dark. So it's kind of the best of both worlds for me. But I'm like you, I write my poetry most of the time for me.
Right.
What is it what do you get out of the poetry?
It's
what
just
does it do for you?
You said it's cathartic. It's however I'm feeling at that time is usually what I write, and that started back when I was young, a teenager, and so.
Mm-hmm.
I guess just continued on.
And they've always been dark poems?
No, I guess I wrote a couple for my wife and stuff, but...
I was gonna say, I bet that there was a few in there.
There's a couple out there. But, yeah.
That might have been for the wife.
Yeah. Yeah, I wrote her a poem to propose to her, so...
Did you really? Oh.
I did.
I bet you she still has it, too.
She does. She showed it to me the other day. It's in her little scrapbook.
Isn't it? Oh, that's so awesome.
Yeah.
Aw. That's cool. That's really cool. If you had to choose between money and fame as a writer or the respect of your peers, which one would you choose?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Respect.
Respect? You choose respect?
Yes.
All right.
I do.
Really?
Too. I
do.
Okay. That's your final answer.
Geez, you get enough money, you can buy respect.
No, you can't.
Well, it's kind of like respect.
It's a reasonable facsimile.
Okay.
If you could only read one writer's words for the rest of your life and not yours, whose would they be?
Probably John Everson.
Ooh. Nice choice. Nice choice. And if I let you have one other one, who would that be?
Ooh, go with Dean Koontz.
Ah. Okay. I can see that.
Not only that, but you get to have lots of books.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
That's the truth.
Shit, he has a library of his own books, and it's like, it's crazy. Let's see. I know the chat had some questions. Did we share them already?
I asked one of them. There is another one. Do you write your fear into your own poems and stories?
Yes. There's a lot of stuff. my personal feelings in my stories. Yes.
That's cool. Like
A lot of my personal feelings in my poems too, but I mean, as far as fear, no, because I would be writing about spiders.
You don't do that?
8-legged
Hell no!
creatures. They lurk in the corner of the
Stop!
room, watching.
Don't make me
Always
tell
watching.
Nicholas that you want to visit for a week.
It's okay. I've been to the shed for a week. I'm okay. Trust me. You can't do to me what my wife does to me. Wait, what? You can't inflict the punishment she does. Okay, trust me. Okay.
No, but I can get a hold of her and suggest.
Yeah, but I guarantee you she's done worse. She's
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
yeah. She knows I enjoy it though. I like it too much.
I was gonna say, yeah.
I turned the shed into a home. That's what I do. I'm like, fine. I live out in the shed. Guess what? It's a party shed now. I still have my. You cut off my beer money? Guess what? I don't need the beer money. I've paint cans out here. I got fumes.
Oh my God, you're a mess.
Can you imagine?
Rubber cement.
Oh my God.
You know what? I'm still thinking about the story, or I'm still thinking about the work where it was a ghost who didn't realize it was a ghost messing with another ghost and didn't realize it was a ghost. I'm sorry. I'm stuck on that. I've never heard that. That is really cool.
Yeah, that's
It is.
Ghost
I
deception.
really want to read that.
Man. Now, what about ugly babies? Did y'all talk about ugly babies?
Ugly Babies, that was the 13th child. It was about a family of witches.
Ooh.
It's kind of based on the New Jersey Devil legend.
Oh,
And-
cool.
Tell me
Yeah,
about
she
that.
gave birth to, the witch gave birth to her 13th child, turned into a devil, and pretty much killed everybody.
Now, is this like a Wicca witch, or is it like a? I mean,
witch.
Yeah, I guess.
it's a
I don't
witch
know.
witch.
The witch with the
Sure.
wart on the end of her nose.
Okay.
Pointy hat.
What do you have? Okay, that kind of witch, like a wicked witch.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Wow, that's cool. Now, like, and I haven't heard of this urban legend, and some legends are kind of like based in certain areas. Is this like based in your state or something, or
Which one's that?
the
Jersey Devil.
Jersey Devil? I mean, I take it.
I
it's
thought it
based in
was
Jersey.
more of a Sasquatch type.
Is it?
That's what I
It's like-
thought.
It's like a combination of different animals. I don't even remember off the top of my head right now. It's like a horse or something.
A horse?
The legs of a horse.
It's described as a flying
Oh, it flies.
creature with hooves.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, it
Legendary
flies?
creature said to inhabit the pine barrens of southern New Jersey.
Okay. And it flies, and it has hooves. So it's like a Pegasus? Like a Pegasus?
Yeah, I don't think so, dear.
A Pegasus from hell. But wait. Is this spirit supposed to be the child that was born out from the witch?
Yeah, that's one of the legends.
So she gave birth to something that has hooves and wings.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
you know, like
Oh.
devilly.
Yeah, that's a... Oh, God. All right.
yeah, that'd
So what-
be
It says,
so uncomfortable.
mother leads 13th child.
Yeah. So what was your... and your poem was about that, right?
Oh, it was a
Story.
story.
The story?
Yeah,
Okay, I'm
story.
sorry.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, man. So I got to check that story out.
And where is
Oh,
that one?
wow.
What you looking at, Becky?
Ugly babies. I was reading about the legend.
Okay.
It says the legend states that Mother Leeds had 12 children, and after she found out she was pregnant for the 13th time, she cursed the child in frustration. She went into labor on a stormy night, and her friends gathered around her. The child was born normal and then changed into a creature with hooves, a goat's head, bat wings, and a forked tail. Growling and screaming, it killed the midwife before flying up the chimney and heading into the pines.
I see.
So she wasn't frustrated at number 11.
Number
no,
11.
11's fine.
Yeah, 11.
I mean,
12.
Yeah.
My question is, woman, did you not know what caused this?
I mean, who is she fucking? I mean, that's my other question.
Well,
like, who was her sperm donor?
It says the devil.
The devil.
Mother Leeds was supposedly a witch, and the child's father was the devil himself.
You know, this sounds a lot like it might be tied into that news story from the top of the show.
Yeah. Is this the ghost of the pirate?
Wasn't really a pirate. He was the devil.
Yeah.
Because she's...
Well, you know.
I would think so. Because if you're gonna marry a spirit, you guys are gonna get down and do business. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think she's gonna enjoy that. I mean, what? And the babies that would create. We don't need that. No. Oh, fuck.
What did you do now?
I didn't do it.
No, nothing that I know of. But now we're just dropping frames. Let me see if I can fix it. Yeah, it'll probably do like internet connection. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. It'll be kind of choppy, but we'll be fine. Anyway. So how detailed did you get into this urban legend?
Pretty good. Yeah, pretty much. I went with the legend. It was about the mother giving birth, and the baby transforms into the devil and goes nuts. And, it's pretty violent.
Okay, that definitely has my
have
attention.
To read that.
That has my attention. I like that. So I'm gonna check it out. And there's ugly babies. And I think SK was asking where we can get it. It's available now on Amazon, right?
Yes, it's on Amazon.
Okay. So definitely check that out if you want to know about the story about the demented devil baby that has wings and hooves, and I mean, we went into detail about that urban legend. And if that doesn't strike your interest, I don't know what will, man. And that cover for that book, you know, it's ugly, but it's ugly for a reason. I know it doesn't meet horrible cover standards. It's ugly. It's
a wicked cover.
Yeah,
wicked ugly.
Yeah, it looks like the illustration of two twins fighting, just fighting to the death. Who's gonna be born? You know, is that what's going on there?
Well, there's a lot of blood going on.
Yeah, they're fighting. Man. Okay.
Well, they have that thing where one twin basically absorbs the other twin, right?
Yeah. They do have that.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Where, like, in the womb, like, one baby kind of, like, kills the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nature, guys.
Ew.
That happens. Babies killing babies, even before they're born. So, now, besides writing, you said you you deliver meds. Now, is this like you're delivering meds, or you're like delivering meds?
Strictly prescription right now. Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Just want to make sure.
I mean, judging from the stories, we just had to know.
Well, I mean, with your experience so far, with, let's say, publishing, I mean, how has it been? I mean, what's it been like? Like, have you been doing some self-publishing, or has it always been with publishers?
All with publishers so far.
Okay.
But, frustrating. It's very time-consuming and hard to get noticed.
Yeah, that's
can be,
pretty difficult. Okay. And do you feel that you found some success?
Yes, this year's been better than most. So yes, this year's been real good.
Okay. And what's going on this year?
Well, I did sign for my short story collection will be coming out sometime next year probably.
Okay.
So,
Oh, nice. Your own collection.
yes.
That's great.
And who's releasing?
And
Now,
that's next year?
I would imagine. Yeah, we're still doing edits and stuff like that. So
Okay.
can you tell us what publisher?
it's going to be through Mockingbird Lane Press.
Mockingbird Lane. I don't think of.
That's really nice.
Okay. Yeah. Wow.
Well, that's a big
No,
step.
that's-
Congratulations.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, that's good.
That story that you sent me that I read,
Which one?
the one about the husband and wife and the succubus.
Oh, okay. Yes.
A husband and
Did
wife
that one
and
get
succubus.
published?
Not yet. It got rejected.
Is it going to be in your collection?
It's good.
Thank you.
I mean, you do have some say over what goes into your own book, right?
Yes, I recently resubmitted that one in my second collection. It's out with publishers.
Cool. Good. Good. Because that one should be published. It's really good.
Ooh,
Thank
it
you.
sounds good. Sounds very
I did
You
get
should-
feedback on it, but it wasn't a right fit for them.
Oh, okay. You really should write a story for our January e-zine, you know,
All right, talking for the Deadman
or
stuff?
a poem for Deadman's Tome.
Yeah, I mean, we have a monthly e-zine. It's deep fried horror. It's free access, and anyone can read it. It's token payment, you know, so you get some money
You
for it.
really
And
poem.
people get to read it for free. So, and I find
Dark
that
poem.
those things are, I mean, they have more of a reach because you don't have
Right.
that paywall. You know, it's like, oh, I don't want to pay $10 to read this. Oh, it's free. Oh, okay. I'll look at it. Look at that. But
Cool.
yeah, when you're working on your own anthology, on your own short story collection, you definitely have to say so what goes into it. And if they tell you otherwise, back out of it.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
I
that's
can't wait. I have to have a copy of it.
in that story with the woman. So it's the man, and it's a married man and a wife and a succubus, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yes.
So just to make sure, the succubus, is it like the other squeeze? Is it like the his booty call? Is it like a hooker? Like what's going
No,
on?
we're not telling you because that'll ruin the whole story, and you need to read it.
All right.
Let's just say it's depraved, it's dark, and it's good.
Okay. Because I'm thinking that might be a good
It'll make your hair
excuse.
curl.
Well, we'll see. I mean, I've seen a lot. I had some bull testicles in my hands that I had to cut open.
You had some bull testicles in your mouth.
Right?
Don't go
Well, they were
there.
fried. They were fried. And I was telling my
And?
wife today that moment, I feel like it changed me. I feel like I could handle more. I could see more. I could process more. You know, just
You're so full of shit.
I mean, there's things you experience. They toughen you up, right? Like imagine,
Okay.
let's say Dusty.
I
Let's say
was gonna
Dusty
say
saw
something.
like something horrific. He probably has seen some horrific things. You know, maybe he doesn't want to share. They probably make him tougher. I mean, he writes some really good dark poetry, some dark, demented stories. You know.
So that's interesting. Interesting. Do people who write dark stories, are they tougher than average people, or do they write them because they're not tough?
Oh, that's a good question.
Or is it no correlation at all?
I don't know. What about you, Dusty?
I wouldn't say I was tough.
But I don't just mean like army tough, right? But I mean being able to withstand shocks, for example.
Like mental toughness.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Maybe. Sure.
I think most of the time people that write dark things have been through some pretty hard stuff. And that's just how we learn to cope with it.
I would think so too. I would like to see evidence for that as well. You know, with the people we talk to, with the guests that are on the show, it's like from that it seems to be. But then every now and then you get the guests like, no, I don't have any crazy thoughts. I'm good. It's like okay, but you write crazy
that's the
things.
We worry about.
I mean, you don't have to lie to us. We're not the government, motherfucker. We're not just,
Nope.
Oh, by the way, the NSA is listening to this show right now. The FBI tapped my lines. So I'm looking for the bodies.
Are they subscribers?
Oh, there might be. There might be. So you got favorite horror movies?
I always like the Friday the 13th movies.
Oh yeah, those are good.
Those are my go-to Halloween and stuff like that.
You got a favorite? What's your favorite Friday the 13th?
Oh, which one is it? The one where the girl has telekinesis powers. 7, maybe.
Oh shit! I told you.
It's the one where everybody dies.
Yeah.
Oh, spoiler alert!
The one where the girls are running around in panties. Oh shit. My favorite was when he was in space.
Jesse's gonna smack me.
That was the best one. When he went into space. Because you got to think, they're like, where can we seriously put Jason? In space. We're gonna do that.
Oh my God. Shut up.
I just fucking no, but I would like to. No, Becky. What if I was serious? What if that was my favorite? What if I was like, you know what, Jason X is that was Jason X, right? When he went to space.
I don't know.
It was, yes.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? It had a cool death scene. It had the kill scenes were cool. But the
is that the one where they had those things that they called ants and they regenerated the tissue?
Is it?
Hell, I don't know. Whatever movie it was that had that in it was cool.
Oh.
That scene was, anyway. Okay, I don't know what I'm talking about. Keep going.
Yeah, I don't know either because I'm like Jason and ants. What? I think
no. It was they found him and then they took him into the laboratory or the medical thing and they did a scan. And they were like little nano robot thingies. That
might be it. I mean, the story's pretty out there. He's going to space.
Regenerated tissue.
Yeah. I mean, didn't he have, Jason goes, oh, what? I'm breaking up. I'm not breaking up.
You are.
Yeah, that time I was breaking up everywhere. Okay. See?
So what do y'all think of Tucker and Dale? You like that movie?
Oh, man, that movie was great. Mm-hmm. That's hilarious.
I love it.
What about you, Dustin? Have you seen it?
Dusty? I've never seen it, no.
Oh, yeah? Oh,
Dusty,
man.
Not
Slasher comedy.
Yeah, you have to check that one out. I mean, it takes the whole genre of the slashers and it's like, we're going to fuck with it. Because instead of the college kids, But the college kids are dying, but it's like in the perspective of the, I guess the hillbillies or whatever.
Right.
Man. They're
Yeah,
like, man,
it's
these
hilarious.
college kids just keep on killing themselves around us. What's happening here? And the college kids are all freaking out, like, oh my God, they're going to kill us. They're killing us. They keep on killing us, man. It's like, no. This is one big misunderstanding, but it's great. You should definitely check it out. I think I heard my kid. I think my kid might be awake.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Shit.
oh.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
I don't know. Probably talk too loud. I don't know. Be careful.
It was not my fault.
No. Well, hopefully. I can't blame this one on you, Becky. I can't.
Well, that's a first, isn't it?
Yeah.
Give him a minute.
Oh, no.
Well, hey, Dusty. Now, is there
Yes.
anything that you wish to plug or announce?
You can just follow me on my Amazon page, Dusty Davis, and
Okay.
that's pretty much it. You can find most of my stuff there.
Well, Dusty, it was good having you on the show to talk about you and your work. I definitely appreciate hearing the readings, your poetry.
Can I read one more?
Oh, yeah, sure. Let's read one more.
The days have passed. Too many days have passed me by. I have nothing left except the tears I cry. Now I'm alone and don't know why. Nobody is here to tell goodbye. I don't know what I'm going to do. Sick of this life I'm going through. Too many days have passed me by. I'm all alone except for the tears I cry.
That's very similar to the other one in the topic.
Yeah.
Subject matter. Yeah.
Kind of despair.
Well, it was the theme for the anthology was tragedy.
Ah.
Gotcha.
Well, I could feel it. I feel it. It's poetry like that where it takes you to a place emotionally. You know, it's like it's pretty heavy.
Yeah, if you're the kind of poet that you can, if somebody can read your poetry and feel something, you know you've done your job. And Dusty is definitely one of those poets.
And I can see
Yeah.
why.
Totally.
Man.
Because I mean that's the poetry can't just be about pretty words or clever ways of saying things. It's got to evoke something in a very condensed format.
Yeah, that's true.
Well done. I like that.
Me too.
Thank you.
So I'm waiting for an all poetry book.
I'm working on it.
Good.
All right.
You know I'll keep after you.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Okay, good.
Dusty.
I'm glad to hear that. It makes me happy.
And Dusty, I mean, you deserve that praise. You deserve that feedback. It was good work.
Right.
And
Thank you.
we enjoyed having you on the show. You know, I know
Absolutely.
Definitely.
cover a lot of stuff in the beginning, you know. But I enjoy this talk here and hearing your poetry. Definitely talk about the stories. You know, that's where I think the show goes into very interesting topics because it's all based on what the story is about. I didn't foresee talking about urban legends, about the hooved baby with wings, but that was good stuff, you know. So anytime
and you blew Jesse's mind with the ghost and
That-
the other ghost, and
Yeah.
neither one of them knew they were ghosts.
because if you made that into a movie, like that could be a comedy. That would be a comedy, right? I mean, almost. I mean, you could try to
Lord.
make it dark. I mean, if I made it into a movie, it would probably be a comedy because eventually it's like, it becomes
yeah.
so absurd. It's like they don't know I'm a ghost. I'm a ghost. But
yeah, I agree with you on that. I don't know if I could make a serious movie.
yeah, I don't think I could either. Shit, I just be like,
Because I'd just be finding all the absurdities in the story.
Well, Dusty, anytime you want to come back on and shoot shit about anything, you feel free to let us know.
Thank you.
Take it easy. And everyone listening, press that thumbs up, press a like. It helps us out. Share it around. And subscribe. Y'all take it easy.
Bye.
Bye.